Edpuzzle, I love it. It's a great formative tool. As a teacher, you can take videos and edit them. You can add voiceover. You can add questions, notes, and actually web links if you want to add extensions to a video. It also lets you crop videos, so no longer do you have to listen to the entire Bill Nye theme song. If you want to, it's fun, but you can crop it out to that 20-second soundbite and even embed questions and prompts for your students to engage in during those 20 seconds. Another thing I like about it is we're in the era of one-to-one device ratios, students to devices. You don't have to watch a video on your smart board where, there's 3 students in your class that are always, distracting each other during any time you're not speaking. Throw their headphones on, they're engaged in their screen, they're interacting with the video through your prompts and questions, and it ended up always being a little more productive for me as a teacher. And then the formative data that I would get back from my students, it tells me how long it took them to get through the video, and that was important because as I enter my notes or prompts in the video, students have the control to go back and rewatch segments of the video. So if they get to a point where you've embedded a question and they don't know the answer or they're not confident, they can go back and rewatch that segment as many times as they need to. And as a teacher, you actually get the data reported back in your reports of how many times they had to rewatch to answer that question confidently. Okay. And you can also set it to where they can't skip questions. Okay. So you make sure that you get some type of response from the students. Okay. Here's a quick look at how it might look. You have a community. This is everyone in Edpuzzle. You kind of see that some of these videos are shorter or longer. Okay, but when you find a video, there's how long it is, there's how many questions or notes the teacher has embedded already that you can either keep or edit to make your own to fit your classroom. Okay, there's filters to go through on subjects, grade levels, things like that. The network, once you answer some demographic questions when you make your account, it'll connect you to other teachers within your district, and these are ones that are there. So these came from Utah teachers, and again, you can kind of look how many questions are there. If there's no little drop, that means there's no questions, and you kind of start from scratch. Okay. If you go to YouTube, you can go to any of these resources. It'll kind of filter it through these. Once you find a video you like, you're just going to click on it. You can go ahead and watch it to see if you want to keep going from here. Once you decide that you like it, you can click edit, and it's going to automatically put it into your content. It's now mine. But the first thing I always do is I start cropping it. I'm not going to show a whole video. Everyone always talks too much in the beginning of their videos, me included. I'm going to crop that out. Okay. And then I realize I only want my students to see this one thing. I'm not going to confuse them in this big, long math process when my other formative assessments have led me to believe they only need another hit of this one. Took it down to a minute and 30-second soundbite. And then I can go to the next option, which is voiceover. Some videos, if they come from YouTube, YouTube's new policy is they don't allow voiceovers because that would be copyright. Okay. So you can't voiceover unless you actually create your own video now. So if you use a Screencastify or Loom, upload it, you can do your own voiceover if you want to. Okay. But here's where you can do things. Moving over the next tab, you can add your questions. The types of questions you can add: multiple choice, open-ended question, or you can just add a note. Okay. So as you're playing this video, right, you can add a multiple choice question. Okay, so there's where my question is going to show up. You just add your question and your prompts and click save, and the students are going to have to answer that question there. Okay, if you don't want a multiple choice question, you can do an open-ended question. And open-ended questions, I love those for 3 through 6th grade or 3 through 5th grade for us, because you can actually add links within your text to external resources. So you can say, at this point in the video, I'd like for you to answer this question. If you'd like to look at these resources to help you, or here's some past resources we used, you can put those in your questions. Okay, and there's even a chance, if you click this, students can record an audio response. So if typing is an issue, you can just simply put an open-ended question embedded in your video, and then students respond by recording audio back to you, and you get that in your formative assessment. Okay.
7x7 magic.
And then also notes. You can just simply add a note. Your note could be an image. So in the middle of a video, it was always a struggle for me before Edpuzzle as a teacher. Some type of interactive or diagram was shown during a video, and then I had to go back and relate it to the diagrams or the resources that I had previously shown students. Okay, so rather than not being able to use this great video resource that differed a little from my original diagram or whatever, I could just embed the image of my diagram and just just as quickly as upload your image that you've downloaded, puts it there, and so when students get to that point in the video pauses, and then here is your note showing your diagram so they can compare and contrast. Okay, really cool. Okay, once you're done, you just simply hit finish, and you can watch your video with your prompts. You can even once your prompts show up, you can just slide them back and forth in the video if they're not placed exactly where you want them. You can then just click assign. It's going to take you to your assign page, and it works with Google Classroom. Okay, Canvas users, get with me. I'll show you how to share it as a link. I don't believe there's an LTI yet for this, but you can just share it as a quick link, and students can navigate to your Edpuzzle quickly. And yeah, it's really cool. If you're interested, let me know. Going through your formative data after the students engage in it is really super easy and informative for you as a teacher. All right, thanks.